Rosie, and if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, Ravelry, have a look at my Etsy shop. It's all written down below in the box. Actually, don't look at my Etsy shop because there's nothing in it. I still haven't got round to dyeing anything. Yes, I will. I will get round to dyeing, and I'll get back into it. It's easy to fall out of doing it. And yeah, so I need to get dyeing again because I do enjoy doing it. I need to start doing it. So yeah, so it's been 2 months since the last podcast did, and I've actually knit quite a lot of things, as you can see. Woo! So yeah, so I shall do, obviously my mum isn't here because she apparently has lost her knitting mojo. So I don't think she's got much to show. So yeah, so it's just me today. Yeah, so I shall do finish objects first. So obviously I am wearing one. Woo! And I've got a picture on my Instagram, which is a bit better, but it's absolutely massive. It's more like a jumper dress than anything else, which I don't mind because I like my bum to be covered. I don't like my bum out, and I don't like tight fitting clothes. I'm more of a baggy person. Yeah, so this is the Ilia sweater by Orlane Such, and sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right, I'm rubbish at it. It's top down, so obviously it's got a yoke, which is really easy. It's easy peasy, and it's a really fun knit. I did a twisted rib. I can't remember whether it said twisted rib in the thing. No, I think it was a rolled rib, but I don't really like rolled rib, especially in this yarn, because I feel like it can look a bit messy in this yarn. I think it would look all right in like a merino yarn, but I think because it's like what is it, a Donegal yarn, it just could look a bit like weird. I don't know why I think that, but yeah, it's a twisted rib, which I think looks neat. And yeah, so it's got a cable down the side, which I really like, and it goes down to the bottom. You're meant to as well, the rib at the bottom is meant to like go into the rib, but I didn't do that, so I just did a twisted rib. It does look like it does do that, or sort of, but yeah. So yeah, so I love it. So I knit it quite long as well. And this is obviously Debbie Bliss Fine Donegal, which I love. And I did the 5th size and I don't change the needle size that the pattern calls for because I'm a tight knitter. This is why it's ended up massive, because I go up sizes instead of changing the needle size, because I don't like a loose knit. I like it like tight knit. And I'm the same with my socks as well. So yeah, so it's the 5th size, 4mm needles, Debbie Bliss Fine Donegal yarn, and I can't remember the colour. I might have said it on the last one, the colourway, but obviously it's like a golden yellow. Hopefully it comes out like that on the picture. I did the arm slightly a bit too long, but I don't mind. Yeah, the yarn, again, I said it last time, it can, if you're a tight knitter, it does split, because it's like felted, I think. Yeah, it's a bit like the felted tweed a bit, but it's one ply, so it's not very strong. So the other day, Copper got my makeup brush and was running around the room with my makeup brush, and I jumped across the bed like Superwoman and dove on him. And as I did it, when I was wearing this jumper, I split the bottom. I split the bottom of the rib, so I had to, because it's so delicate, I've had to like sew it all up. If you can see, sorry about my nails, they're awful. So yeah, so it is delicate, and I wouldn't advise to do any jumping after dogs to save makeup brushes. I should have sacrificed the makeup brush, but yeah. So yeah, so I absolutely love it. I wear it loads. I wear it loads and loads. So yeah, love it. And I quite like how big it is, weirdly. So yeah, so that's that. What else about that? There's not much else about that really. Apart from I definitely would knit another and the same size because I quite like how big it is. But I think I'd knit another, not in fine Donegal. I think I would maybe try like a merino, but like a bit speckled maybe. So yeah, love it. And maybe I would do a t-shirt version of it as well. I wouldn't do the arms, and see what that would look like because I think that would look nice. Yeah, so that's that one. Don't think there's much else to say. I also knit copper, and I'll insert a picture of copper here wearing it. Whoop. I've knit copper a little jumper with a turtleneck. It's so cute. So the yarn I used, here it is. Look how cute it is. I'm going to knit Dotty one, but I feel like that's a mental battle because she's massive. Yeah, I need to get some nice yarn for her, but I think I don't know how many balls I'll have to get because she's quite big. So yeah, so this is Copper's little jumper, and so I started off by following a pattern called Let's Go Rib Knit Dog Sweater, and the designer or designers is the Red Heart design team, and I think it was in a magazine or something. Anyway, so I started off following that, and basically it was seamed, like a seamed one, and I don't really do seamed, really. I think I've only ever done one jumper that was seamed, and yeah, it's not really my thing, I don't think. So yeah, so I decided, I got to here, and I followed the pattern and the sizes, and I can't remember what size I did. I think I did maybe the medium. But yeah, I had to measure him and stuff. So, but it doesn't matter anyway, because I don't know why I measured him, because I never do it right anyway with the needle sizes and stuff, and don't gauge swatch. So yeah, so I followed the pattern till about here, and then realised, because I didn't read the pattern in advance, that it was seamed. So I decided to go off on my own, which I think has actually worked alright. I've never really thought I could make up anything, really. I can do socks without a pattern, to a point, but I can't like do stuff like, especially when I've never knit a dog jumper before. So yeah, so I went off on my own here. Sort of followed the stitch count, but then when it came to here and the decreases, I made that up myself, and I thought I was quite impressed with myself. So if you can see, I think it looks quite neat. So that because obviously it's rib at the front, which I think is nice because it fits him quite nice over his chest, and then here and here I decreased to the neck, and I think I tried to get the right stitch count for the neck following the pattern. So yeah, so my worry was when I got to the legs, and I did fluff that up a bit. So basically, I didn't do it evenly, like the stitch count. So there's a bit of a weird, so there's more rib on this side before the leg. So there's more rib here, I think, than there is that side for the leg on this bit. But nobody will notice. So then I got to the legs, and I was a bit like, so how do I actually like make the hole for the legs? And I tried to remember what you do for jumpers and stuff like that, and you cast off, and you put some stitches on some scrap yarn, don't you, or something. Anyway, I blagged it, and I did it. And I think it looks really neat. And I tried to make it, when I picked up, I tried to do 2 stitches in each part of the rib. So the purl, 2 stitches, knit, 2 stitches. So then the pattern would flow down into the legs. Yeah. So I was quite shocked with myself. I thought I did alright. But it's quite warm yet, so Copper, he's only worn it once because it is still quite warm weather. And I haven't blocked it because he just runs around and beats Dotty up with it. So yeah, so the yarn, and obviously it's like a Donegal sort of flecky one, which I love. And he really suits the colour. He looks cute in it. So I've written it down. It is the King Cole Fashion Aran in the colourway Coll, so COLL, and the number is 3452. And I think it is. So it's 70% acrylic because I wanted to be able to wash it. 30% wool. And it is Aran. Is it Aran? Yeah, Aran. I've already said that. So yeah. So, but the only thing is, I do think it fluffs a bit. So he's had it on, like, I think he's had it on once all day and then, like, for the pictures and stuff. But it's looking a bit, like, fluffy. I don't know if you can see. So I don't know how long it'll live for. But I know I can replicate it, I think, if it does get ruined. But yeah, it's a little bit long as well. So next time, if I did it again, I wouldn't do it as long because his little tail like sticks up like a tent. Goes like this. So yeah, yeah, it's cute. And I like how long the neck is. I did the neck extra long so you can fold it down. So it's extra warm in winter. So yeah, I'm chuffing myself with that. I think I'll do a pink one for Dottie. Pink jumper for Dottie. I think she'd suit pink. So yeah, so that's that. Can't remember what size it was. So yeah. So my next finished object is, and they're wet because I've just washed them because I thought I wore them to go walking in and they were covered and my feet got soaking, so they were covered in muddy water. So I've washed them so they're a bit damp. And I don't know where my sock blockers are. I think they're at home. Well, my mum's home. My old home. So yeah. So I'm showing you without sock blockers. So I have finished these normal vanilla socks. Smell nice now. Not a sweaty feet. And it is, I think it's the Arnie and Carlos Perfect Socks yarn. Have no idea what colourway it is or anything like that. But I didn't do it perfectly. I just did random. But they're sort of the same. I think I managed it alright. So yeah, so they're really long in the leg because I wanted some socks for my walking boots. So yeah, so I did them really long. And actually, I think I did them slightly too long because I can't fit them over my big calves. So I think next time if I did long socks for my walking boots, I would maybe add a few stitches around here so it's not as tight. Yeah, so I would cast on more stitches and then I would decrease as I went down to my normal stitch count, which is 64. So yeah, so I really like them. I don't think I could wear them with my trainers and stuff, and maybe my Doc Martin boots I could. But yeah. Yeah, so I like them. They're very hard wearing, is Arnie and Carlos. I don't even know what the makeup of the wool is, but it'll have nylon in it, won't it, to make it hard wearing. So yeah, so that's that one. So again, I can't remember what yarn I used. I really need to start writing it down, but I think it was Stylecraft, and I don't know the colourway. So I knit some normal Rose City rollers, but I love the colour. Goes in my outfit. I think I should put them on in a minute. Normal Rose City rollers, and then obviously because you can get more out of 100-gram ball, I decided to cast some more on, but not Rose City rollers. I made them up. So I did my normal stitch count, which is 64 on 2.25 circular needles. And then, so I took the cable pattern off this because I thought it was cute. And then I, on the top part of the sock, made a cable, the same cable but 3 with a pearl, was it 2 pearl stitches or 1 pearl stitch in between. So I did 3 across, And I think it looks really cute. Yeah. Yeah, and I did a twisted rib, heel flap and gusset, and I'm quite chuffed with them. So yeah, so obviously I didn't completely make it myself either, the design. I copied it off this. And then put need three cables down. But yeah, I really like it. So yeah, so that's them. That's them. And I think ankle socks are becoming my favourite type of socks. So I need to, well, I just still like longer leg socks, but I have less to wear them with, if you know what I mean. Because my like baggy jeans and stuff look better with an ankle sock rather than full length socks. So yeah, so that's them. What else? So I've only got one whip on the go because I was thinking about casting on a jumper for Dottie, and then also I was gonna have a look at jumpers for myself, but I haven't got around to it. So I've just been knitting some socks, and these are the Petty Harbour socks by, tell you now, Raina Curtis, and I've done these before a while ago, and it's an easy, simple knit, but it's effective. I've got ripped up poo bag in my bag. No, not with poo in it, by the way. Yeah, Copper ripped it up and was trying to eat it, so I put it in my knitting bag. So yeah, so again, the yarn I think is Woolly Mama yarns, and I have no idea about the colourway because I've lost the tag. I did have the tag, I think the dog had it at one point. Yeah, look how cool they are. I think it is Woolly Mama yarns. I love them. And again, I did ankle socks because I get more wear out of them. Twisted rib, heel flap and gusset. 64 stitches on 2.25 circular needles. And you can't really see the pattern, but it adds a bit of texture because of the amount of like stripes there are. And I love how it's pooled here. I like pooling. I think it looks quite cool. So yeah, I love them. Look how cool they are. They're really weird on the camera. So that's that, and I am, where am I up to on here? I'm just decreasing still for the gusset. So yeah, so that's my only whip. I need to think about other things, what I'm going to do. I've also got quite a lot of scraps, so I was going to do maybe, I can't remember what it's called now, but the Stephen West one I've done before. Can't remember what it's called for the life of me. And I've done another scrappy shawl by someone else that I also think with all the, I've got quite a lot of scraps of Debbie Bliss, this colour and other colours that I've done before. And I think that would look quite cool. Yeah, because I don't never know what to do with the scraps of not sock wool, because obviously you can't make scrappy socks with this. So yeah, so I'll have to have a look. I can't remember what it was called now, the shawl. But yeah, I might cast on something like that. So yeah. Ooh, love them. That's everything. I think. Yeah. So hopefully I will get some more knitting done and I will cast on some more projects. I've been on some walks recently, so I might put in some footage if I can get it off Instagram, because you know when you make a reel, can't you, and then you can take it off but without the music. So I'll try and do that, which I'll add on at the end, because I am trying to do, there is lots of hills in the Lake District and a guy called Wainwright walked them all, so I'm trying to do, there's 200 and something, 215 maybe, can't remember now, but I'm trying to tick them all off. I think I've done about 67 walks with my friend Rachel. I did a few on my own, but I'm a bit scared doing them on my own in case I die. So yeah, so I'll add a bit of footage on, and I don't think I'd do them if I didn't have dogs. I think I like taking the dogs and they love it. So yeah, so I'll add that on the end. Yeah, that's everything. I am back at work on Friday. It's not too bad because we are going to do like a staff fun day where we're going to go and raft build, I think, and maybe paddleboard or something, so that'll be quite fun. So yeah, so it's not proper work, but proper work starts Monday, next Monday, so I feel a bit sad. I do like work, I do generally like it, but I also like walking the dogs and being with the dogs and knitting. But obviously that doesn't bring in any money. So yeah, so hopefully my mum will get a knitting mojo back and she will be back and up and running again, and she'll come and podcast with me, hopefully. So yeah, I don't think there's anything else, any life stuff. No, that's it. So yeah, so like and subscribe, follow me on Instagram and stuff like that. I'm more active. I'm not really as active on my knitting one than I am on the normal one, on my normal one, because I put all the walks and stuff on. So yeah, so give them both a follow, not a like,